It's time you started seeing things in a whole new light. Yes, that is the hope behind a Dublin company aiming to not only boost your home's curb appeal, but maybe even your lifestyle. I'm happy to welcome Ryan Brown. He is the owner and president of Freedom Windows to share more. Good to have you, Ryan.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
You know, I was thinking about this as you were coming on. The replacement window business is so big, right? We always hear different names. I want you to kind of explain to me, what would you say makes you guys stand out? What makes Freedom Windows a little different?
Well, I mean, first of all, we're local. And you can't beat local. I shop local. We always encourage people to shop local. But being that we're local and we're small, we're not a large company. I was just telling you earlier, we come out to every home after the job's installed. We're not just selling a job, installing it onto the next one, where a lot of big companies, you know, they're spending lots of money to get lots of customers. We love our local area, and we love being able to come out right when the job's done and get pictures and make sure everything works properly. And customers aren't going to pay the final balance until we've walked through the house and they're happy with everything.
Yeah, you really focus on quality. Right. We were just kind of talking about your windows themselves.
Sure.
And I think it's super cool that the screens that you use and have always used were on Shark Tank.
Yeah, actually the first episode of the new year 2020, they featured our screens on the Shark Tank, which is really cool.
Yeah, and because you talked about knowing as a small company, kind of that you could pick what you want, right? I mean, you get involved in these companies and really, you know, take stake in that.
Well, just like the contractors and the businesses are trying to sell the customer on, hey, here's what we sell, here's what's best. Well, the manufacturers are trying to sell the contractors on why we should carry their product.
Sure.
And we do everything from fiberglass to wood windows to vinyl windows. And a lot of times when you're talking with customers, they don't know the difference between the two. What's better, what costs more, what's not, and I'm only going to be in the house for a year, or I'm going to be in this house the rest of my life. How do I make a good informed decision?
Sure.
So when we come out to see customers, that's our #1 priority, is to educate the homeowner and to basically help them get the products that are best for them, for their situation, not just sell them our own product.
Okay, all right, Ryan, we're looking at some pictures too of some of the homes that you've done.
Sure.
And let's talk about then kind of the product itself in some of the ways. The windows themselves, we talk about the glass, right? What's important about yours? What do people look for when they're trying to pick a window?
Well, certainly you have the frame, you have you know, the stuff that goes into the frame and the glass and different things, but the most important technology right now is the glass itself. In fact, most windows, if you go look at your house, you have 2 panes of glass, and then there's a little gap or airspace in between. You can fill that up with an insulating gas fill that helps insulate the product. And most every company that comes out to see you is going to have that, and they all have good products. What we have, it's a little unique, it's extremely unique. It's the only vinyl window manufactured in the entire country right now with a suspended heat film called Heat Mirror. And it's manufactured, the film is manufactured by Kodak. We apply nanoscale coatings of metal to this film. It acts like a third pane of glass. It reflects the heat back to its source, keeping your house, you know, warmer in the wintertime and keeping it much cooler in the summertime, because it will not allow the heat to transfer through the glass. And that heat mirror is really what it's all about.
And that's like a lot of the things too, technology that some companies don't invest in, maybe because, you know, they've kind of had the same way for a number of years, and why fix what's broke? And the good thing about a new company is you're able to find out about these things and really embrace this.
Absolutely.
And so the other thing I did want to talk about is the, I guess, telltale signs as a homeowner. So you're sitting there, you've had your home maybe 20 years. What are some of the things that you're going to automatically know, hey, maybe it is time to look into replacing?
Well, certainly we always feel the cold. That's the solid matter when we feel our windows are drafty. But if you notice your windows are sweating or have moisture or condensation on the glass, or maybe they're foggy, you can't see through the glass because you have what we call seal failure, where the moisture has got trapped up in between the glass. And that happens from a lot of expansion and contraction from the cold winters we get here in Ohio and the hot summers. So, you know, if you see mold or that black stuff and your walls are starting to dry rot, it's time to get windows.
It's time. So consultation, you guys come out and just kind of lay the gamut for somebody of what they can.
It's an educational process. It's like buying a car. You shop around, you meet with different people. I always encourage people to get at least 2, 3, 4 estimates. Always shop around online and get reviews. You know, look at Google. We live in a world now where if something's not right, you're going to find it online. If it's great, you're going to find it online. So we always encourage people to shop.
And the other thing is you have a special promotion. It's kind of going to give our viewers 2 choices, right? Because they can work on it on install, or if financing is a question, they can also use it there.
Well, it's a big investment doing windows. And so, you know, if you want to take advantage of our 60 months, 0% interest, that's a great way to go ahead and get started, even though you're trying to save up and maybe do it down the road. Or you can take 50% off labor right now to keep our guys busy.
All right, there you go. And we also love that we mentioned you're local. Ryan is at every job, so you always see his friendly face out there.
That's right.
Freedomwindows.com is a website you want to go to, or it's the Freedom.
The Freedom Window.
There it is, the Freedom Window. I love it. All right, Ryan, thank you.
Thank you.